G'day, everybody. Brian here, quantlabs.net. We are going to talk about what's going to happen in 2023. You might have seen this before, but it's just updated for the right time, right? All right, so let's talk about quantlabs.net. We empower investors to maximize their portfolios to help them meet their financial goals responsibly. By offering customized and sophisticated strategies, we help clients' portfolios grow organically and foster a trusted consumer consultant type of relationship. Trading and investing. So, trading in 2022 has been complicated, but getting started doesn't have to be. Okay, how do we do this? We do a portfolio buildup. First step is to choose a reliable set of brokers and exchanges. Step two, trade our selected top outperforming instruments. Step three, research investment and trading options. Number four, automate all orders for optimally timed returns and set your growth goals. All right, how do we get there? Well, first we got to strategize. So we do research and develop a plan with goals. Diversify your portfolio through asset ownership. Follow the markets with automation. We'll talk about that in a minute. Minimize risk. Be cautious of scams and too good to be true scenarios. We know about that pretty good after FTX. Avoid all-in strategies, e.g., example, crypto only. Don't do that. Diversify into top performing market categories. We do that for sure. How do we utilize resources? We've got apps, platforms to help streamline user experience and seek expert guidance from Quant Labs via our private virtual courses, virtual chats, and webinars. Here's our areas of newest focus. Focus on cryptocurrency, develop winning combinations to stay ahead of the market, capitalize on direct ownership of digital coins, invest in multiple blockchains, and using Kraken, the exchange, for extra security and ultra consumer or customer service. The other area is equity and Forex. We could use interactive brokers used for equity trading 24, pretty well 5 or 6 days. We're also using ON now for Forex, or if you want to do CFD, we can do that too. But Forex is good enough for ON. ETF data, that's what we use as our, call it, secret weapon for sectoring those scans. And of course, we do our focus on seeking alpha analysis. We've automated research scripts to find formal top monthly performers. Next up, we have Seeking Alpha. Seeking Alpha's got 21 million active users, mostly traders actually, 53% with us, success rate 2.3%, somewhere in that of returns, considering 2022 was down about negative 19-20% for the year. For example, our highest long picks would be Ardmore Shipping Containers, had a monthly return a few months ago, 24%. Also, if you're into the Coinbase crypto, this is a gimme. Monthly rate return of 38%, but I think it's down about 50% since I did that article. All right. Now, one of the comments we got from someone by Paul, nice to see an article that isn't based on wishful thinking and hope as strategy, which most strategy advisors, portfolio managers are doing right now. There's not a lot of data that they use. It's just based on hunch and opinion. It's not a way to trade. So what we're looking for is top ETF performance. We rebalance every month. So that's the first thing you'll see come in January. And then after about the first week, we have a pretty good idea where everything's going to go usually for that month. That's pretty well the history. I mean, December's been a wonky month, but I would think that January is going to be a little bit more back to the October, November pattern. And what we do is we balance every month, daily analysis, and optimize those top performing market sectors. Now, when it comes to ETF sector analysis, here's our goals. Obviously, we want portfolio diversification. We develop winning combinations to stay ahead of the market, and ahead of the market we do. Even for December, we got 5-6% returns for the month for a really not strong, not a great month for December. And capitalize on direct ownership of stocks from top performing ETFs and invest in multiple sectors. So for this month, it would be, I don't know, metals and mining, some gold, commodity, big pharma, and health related stocks. That was the big drivers. Um, and also, uh, you're not going to be stuck in anything. These are real stocks. You can get in and get out whenever you want. So the other thing is with short and long term goals, create an emergency fund for you. Well, that's what you do. You can also add a second stream of income, and especially now that we're going into quite possibly a recession, save up, buy a house, and supplement your retirement fund. And here's an example of one of our we call it master ETF tear sheet. Here you can see our cumulative return, or CAGR, compounded annual growth rate, over 230%, 250%, Sharpe ratio of 1.9, which is pretty good, so and so forth. And we got even to quite the returns. So if you compare what's in yellow, you'll see they're negative pretty well for the S&P 500, and the strategy's done very, very well in blue. Here's typical monthly examples. So for November, you see there you got 25%. Even on those negative months, September, October, you could still get one month that will easily return and equalize. But the earlier months, you can see they're 27, 28%, 25%, really strong months. All right, so here's the performance metrics again, 2.05 Sharpe ratio. And those 200 plus returns year to date. Now, here's some of the gems you can research on your own: CMC, ATO, ASC, but I've updated the way to generate about 200 to 400 stocks every day, be able to determine which are low volatility, which are the star performers. And generally, when you're sticking with the low volatility, they do perform and perform quite nice. So, and they do carry on into the following month. So these are prior examples. ASC has been probably our best one. That's Ardmore Shipping Containers, just so you know. Now, question is, what is crypto dead? So we're going to talk about crypto now. There's a lot of altcoins right now performing. You could trade this 24/7, never closes. Obviously, you can use automated trading and to try to capture a lot of these altcoin breakouts. Now, obviously, there's the FTX crypto exchange fiasco. Coinbase is another questionable one, but I will recommend, most likely to me, Kraken's the safest exchange. Why do I do that? You've probably heard about a lot of exchanges doing proof of reserve. Kraken did this quite a few years ago. That's how I knew about proof of reserve, and they basically have the ability to compensate, cover all clientele accounts instead of what FTX did by intermingling operations and customer allocated cash, which is a big no-no and illegal if FTX was registered in the States. The other thing about FTX, they're pretty well registered where they operate. Where I am, they're one of 6 registered exchanges in Ontario, Canada. They're pretty well registered throughout the states, I think, except for 2 states. But it's a very good exchange. I feel very comfortable with them. Actually, I probably think they're probably more safe than an actual bank. But speaking of, they're trying to become a bank, and so they have a Wyoming bank. They're very close. I don't know how far along it is, but they're, last I heard, about a year ago, they were getting their Fed routing numbers, so you know that they're the real deal. As I said, when it comes to 24/7 support, they do have real support. It's best in class without a doubt. I've dealt with Binance. I've dealt with Coinbase. They're pretty well horrible, horrible, horrible support, if you want to even define and insult the word support. Um, Now, the other big thing that a lot of people will be concerned about are stable coins. If it's Tether, USDC, You can trade in those, but I would always recommend you always want to trade in the real McCoy, the US dollar, fiat currency. So you can do that with Kraken. That's what makes it much, much safer. And as I said, they are fully registered throughout the world. That's why I really like Kraken. I have no fears with Kraken, but here's some of the recent breakouts, altcoins, Litecoin, Dash, Zcash, and so on. And to be honest, Bitcoin is strengthening, but I think in the later half of 2023, it's going to be a very strong year for crypto, and 2024, 2025, those are going to be really big, big, big return years like we've had prior with Bitcoin. And that could be as utility for, the central bank, the digital coins that may come in. So people may want to start using crypto as an alternative cash way to transact online. All right, so continuing along. Now, as I said about automating trades, we do it two ways. You don't have to be a programmer here, but if you are, there's two ways to do it. First, there's MOTIVEWAVE. Pretty well, when you look at MOTIVEWAVE, it's usually a top-rated platform for what it can do. I think it's unbelievable what they put out. Highly advanced mobile app is coming for the MotorWave, so you're able to trade on the go. There's over 300 studies, which are like indicators and automated trading strategies out of box, and that's all with source code in Java. You can connect to over 30 plus brokers and exchanges, including, as I said, interactive brokers, Oanda, Kraken, all of them can be traded out of MotorWave. They've pretty well got pretty good support, and as well as a pretty active user forum as well. Now, when it comes to Python, again, not a necessity, but if you do Python, um, I can give you, if you are into crypto trading, a, uh, a script that will help you find in real time minimum quantity positions in crypto. I've also got some courses on showing you how to build some trading bots in Python. They can be both for Forex and uh, Kraken or crypto. And obviously, you can enhance your technical capabilities with automated trading using the Interactive Brokers API. So I do have that as well. Again, not a necessity. So if you are wanting to enhance your trading, I'd say MotorWave is the way to go with their MotorWave experience, and it's very enhanced. You can trade, as I said, we can give you pretty well every day, not every day, every couple of days, at least a couple of times a week. You would get recommended stocks you can add to your chart list and just set up the strategy to trade on its own on really fast moving and upward moving uh, stocks. And it can be anything else. If it's Forex, it could be crypto as well. So we can provide all of that for you. And actually, there's no programming required. That's the nice thing about it. Here, as I said, you can control your all accounts. So I've talked to some private equity folks, and the problem with these is that you put an investment in, you're locked in for a year, 11 months, like really dumb because right now I think a lot of people will not want to do it just in case there is some form of a crash, and you won't be able to get your money out. So that's kind of risky, if you want my opinion. So as I said, also we can give you instant access for analysis, files, and replication. And of course, you can set these up. If you do, let's say crypto, you could set and forget for 24/7 or 24/6 on the Forex, and pretty well same with the stock and equity. And continuing along. All right, so let's talk about the 2023 offer. As I said, this is very similar to Black Friday, and most likely will be the last time I'm doing this. So before the January 1st, it's 997 all access for 3 years. Um, I'm the Seeking Alpha that I mentioned, that's totally separate through Seeking Alpha. Also, after January 2023, so the deadline, as I said, is January 1st. Uh, if you wait after that, the all access will be 3K annually. If you want to try it out, it'll be 1K per quarter with no discounts, just so you know. So that's the plan. That's the deadline is January 1st, okay? New Year's Day. And here's my contact. If you want, just all you gotta do is comment on any of the video wherever you get this video. I can respond. You can also reach me at quantlabs.net. You'll be able to find all my contact there as well, or on my chat server, quantlabs.info. All right, so we'll leave that. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.